Everyone, welcome back to Fast Stock Market News, where I give you all the news as fast as I can. So today, guys, the market overall finished a little bit lower. It was up and down throughout the day. A lot of it was driven by things that were going on with the Fed, and also just basically fears and notes that are being sent out by a lot of Wall Street analysts and economists. So S&P 500 could see finished out a little bit in the red, 0.07 in the red. The Dow finishing up higher, 0.26 in the green. Nasdaq finishing basically flat. Russell finishing negative 1.34% in the red, and crude finishing down lower. So today, if you guys weren't aware, despite it not being massive news, Jerome Powell was talking again, which usually has a way of moving the markets. So today, basically, Jerome Powell kind of like solidified what we already knew. The pandemic had already has forever altered the economy with the inflation along with the Russian war. Jerome Powell mentions that he thinks that the economy is being driven by different forces. What we don't know is whether we'll be going back to what it looks like or a bit like what we had before. Jerome Powell told the ECB President Christine Lagarde, and if you guys think the inflation is bad in America, it's probably twice as bad in Europe, because even Lagarde confesses that she doesn't think that they'll be going back to pre-COVID periods of inflation, basically causing a lot more downward selling pressure in the European stock market. They think that the Russia-Ukraine thing has definitely changed the picture in the landscape which they operate. So it's been just basically negative news after negative news. And we also had like more bearish calls on the overall S&P 500 today. Basically, we could see Wall Street veteran Ball believes that the S&P will hit a low about 3,100, and currently, as it stands right now, the S&P 500 is about at 3818. So we still have, in their opinion, we still have a long way to fall. So this is causing more downward selling pressure. Mostly, it's all driven by, once again, interest rates and inflation. Biggest catalysts that haven't really changed the narrative in the past few months, guys. It continues to cause massive selling pressure in the stock market. And one person that's actually been massively bearish for many months now is actually CNBC panel guest Steve Weiss, and he basically thinks that we're going a lot lower, and he's very bearish and he's holding cash. Have a look, guys.
No, I think it is, and I think that's absolutely correct. Look, J Powell is going to say that the market could handle the rate increases, the tightening. What else is he going to say? I'm going to throw the market into recession? So you got to ignore that. But rather than repeating my bearish stance, and I'm as bearish now as I have been, and there's lots of scorn, heaped upon me for doing that since the beginning of the year, but I think the best use of my time right now is to stage an intervention for all those my bullish friends that feel that they are so addicted to buying the dip, to keep looking for stocks that are so cheap, when guess what? They can get a lot cheaper. So just say, after me, my name is Steve, and I'm addicted to buying the market. Look, the market's going to go lower. Cash is the best place to be, and stop trying to conflate today's news in terms of the consumer so strong, the economy strong, etc., with what's going to happen on the longer-term view. And the long-term view is that we are going to recession. Even if we don't, that's going to continue to be the narrative of the people that really follow these things, rather than those who are perennially bullish and make their living being bullish. So there is no safe place to hide. There is nothing that's cheap enough, because you don't know what the earnings are going to be. So sure, you'll get the typical that we've seen every quarter, where perhaps we get outperformance, 60%, which will be low, of companies will exceed their estimates, but the guidance will be lower and the numbers will keep coming down. So you will have to ask yourself the question, is the market cheap? And I don't believe it is. The market will overshoot in the PE like it has in the past, and as will the Fed. And I think you can take that to the bank.
You have it, guys. Basically, just a lot of uncertainty and doubt, and just a lot of FUD happening around the market. Inflation, no one really knows where it's going right now, and there's a lot of bearish calls happening right now in the market. So that'll do it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are staying strong and not capitulating too much yet, but I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thanks again, everyone, for watching Fast Stock Market News. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, commenting, or liking the video. I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Gio, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care.